Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you following me along for the journey. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. I hope you can enjoy the vibes and the energy that I bring. Today I have been editing all day long and I felt like I wanted to take a moment to connect with you all and to contemplate and consider a few thoughts, a few feelings, a few energy exchanges so we can just tune in with ourselves and with each other and remember that life has these different rhythms and these different cycles, these different states and energy levels and fluctuations and transformations, and everything is in constant flux, right? Change is actually the only constant in life. We try to make things permanent all the time. We try to live in a permanent space. We try to hold on to life. We try to hold on to relationships. We try to hold on to beliefs, to so many things, right? And letting go of what no longer serves us can be such a challenge sometimes, and that's absolutely okay. Whenever you're struggling with letting go of something, and I am sure there is certain things right now that you are trying to let go of. Maybe it's an old belief that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe it's a memory that keeps bringing you pain. Maybe it's anxiety about the future. Maybe it's a mistake you made somehow and it makes you doubt your own worth and your own capabilities. Whenever we are dealing with letting go and the difficulties it brings, I think it's important to know that letting go can be very difficult. It's definitely something that I've struggled with for many years and I still will far into the future, because letting go is a small dying of sorts, right? We have to let our old selves die in order for us to let go completely of the things that no longer serve us. And it has been quite a challenge for me sometimes to accept that sometimes it's time for a new chapter. Sometimes it's time to really take your focus and put it somewhere else. Stop looking back. You can stop looking back. You can forgive yourself for the things you think you did wrong. You are forgiven. I forgive you. I forgive you for the mistakes you made. I really do. And I think it can be a healing practice for you to forgive yourself. Take a moment to really think, can I forgive myself for what I've done wrong? And I want you to consider the fact that, yes, you absolutely can forgive yourself for what you did wrong, because you made the choice in that very moment based on the things you knew and based on that current experience, and that in that moment was the best choice you could make. So by keeping yourself stuck in the mindset where you regret your former choices, I think it doesn't allow you to move forward. And letting go is a crucial part in the process of moving on. And I hope that by thinking out loud and by sharing the thoughts that come into my mind sometimes, they can help you get more clarity and gain more structure into your own thinking, you know? And this certainty of constant change, it can bring peace somehow. Sometimes for me, it can be helpful whenever I feel like I'm stuck somewhere. I can't move. I feel trapped. When I remember that the natural tendency of life is change, the natural rhythm is constant transformation, then it becomes easier to settle into whatever it is that is going on in your life right now. Settle into it, really settle into it. Allow it to be there. Observe it without judgment. See how once you start to release the resistance, how it slowly transforms into something else. And if you commit to this process on a daily basis, you will find yourself making big leaps in your personal development. You will find yourself forgiving yourself for things you did in the past, forgiving yourself for things you still do. Take a moment. Take a moment and think to yourself, what is something that I can forgive myself for right now? Just take a little moment to think about this. What can I forgive myself for in this very moment? I forgive myself for sometimes abusing my body. I forgive myself for sometimes making myself feel guilty when it was not necessary. I forgive myself for acting in an ugly manner towards someone that I love because I felt trapped, or because I felt judged, or because I felt scared or anxious. I forgive myself, and I forgive the other person for the reaction they had, because they were also coming from their perspective. They were also doing the best they can, because quite frankly, most people, they are just doing the best they can, including yourself, including myself. We're all just doing our best. And sometimes our inner critic can become very, very harsh. And it keeps repeating that we are not worth it, that we are not good enough, that we can't forgive ourselves, that we are not worthy of love. But you are. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of forgiving yourself, because we are here to make mistakes, to learn from our mistakes, to find redemption, to evolve, to grow, to change, because change is the only constant in life. Change is the only certainty you have. And the longer you hold on to things, the less you will find yourself being able to transform into something new. And it's basically the resistance to becoming something new and letting these older parts of us die out, which causes us to suffer, which causes us to feel this tension within ourselves. I struggle with this a lot. I refuse to let die old parts of myself. I'm afraid. I fear that if I would let go, I don't know what is going to happen. It's unknown. But change is characterized by the unknown. You don't know what is going to happen, and that is okay. Life will take care of you. Life will guide you towards the things you need to experience, towards the things you need to learn. I strongly believe in the self-guiding capabilities of our spirit. It will show us challenges, it will show us obstacles, it will cause you to feel afraid, it will cause you to feel anxious, it will cause you to feel even hopeless. But that's just your spirit giving you a message, sending you signs to point towards things you need to figure out for yourself. So take a moment. What is something that I feel stuck with right now? What is something that causes me to feel anxious? Maybe this is a sign of your spirit to nudge you into a direction that requires a little bit more introspection, that requires you to look at it a little bit more carefully. So take a moment to really tune in with yourself. Feel where is the anxiety residing, and what is it pointing towards? What am I unwilling to see right now? What are you unwilling to see right now? I was unwilling to see that I was not forgiving myself for certain mistakes I made in the past, for certain behaviors that I engage in sometimes. And I decided to go lay down on my carpet, play a very powerful song on Spotify, and I really like to do some kind of releasing meditation where I just allow myself to settle into the flow of the music, to adopt the change, the rhythm of the song, to really let the energies take over my spirit and dance with the flow of energy that is moving through me and through the music and through the whole room. And then I express anything and everything that comes up. It might be crying, it might be laughing, it might be anger, it can be so many things, but I refuse to resist. I allow it to be there. Don't judge. Allow it to be there. Look, allow it. Forgive yourself. You're human. You are okay. You deserve to be here. You deserve to feel, to think, to express. You are worthy. Change is the only constant in life. Try to not resist it as much. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.